Yes, Wamboka. DK, if you want to catch the speaker's eye, there's no provision for you to stand up. You sit and I'll give you. Yes, Wamboka, member for Bumula.
Honorable Speaker, as you are aware, Article 118 of the Constitution requires this House to facilitate public participation in its legislative and other business of the House. Honorable Speaker, the issue of public participation is a sensitive matter which has often attracted debate and court challenges. Indeed, our recent experience in considering the special motion for removal of the Deputy President made us even appreciate better the need for public participation. Honorable Speaker, with this in mind, please guide this House on whether we shall be expected to conduct public participation in voting for the nomination to fill the vacancy in the office of the Deputy President.
Thank you. DK.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm rising on a point of order, still on the same issue that I need your guidance. Looking at His Excellency the nominee, we just vetted not more than 2 months ago, and that implies not more than 6 months ago. And the questionnaire that is expected is still the questionnaire that we used. Why don't we use the same motion and we use the same output and we just put the motion and we put the question and we finish today? Thank you.
Daud. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's great that Honorable Kindiki has been nominated by the President. My question is, Mr. Speaker, will IEBC have to be involved as the same was done during the election, or it is not a factor in this case? While I congratulate Kindiki for nomination.
Donya, what is it?
Mr. Speaker.
On the same issue?
Yeah, on the same issue.
Go ahead.
He's saying that we use the same questionnaire that he used as the interior for the position of the Deputy President. He's incorrect because you cannot use the same questions when it is a different docket. He's out of order.
Thank you for helping the Speaker. Yes, member for Langata. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Having seen how things move very fast in this House, let me take this opportunity to congratulate the newly appointed Deputy President.
Order, Jalango. He has not been appointed, he has been nominated.
I've just said on how things move very fast here, sir. Let me congratulate him. Let me be the first person to congratulate the newly elected Deputy President. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You can come now. Eh? Can I weigh in on this? No, come and take the seat. Yes. Honorable members, we'll end this here. I'll make some reasoned direction on those issues raised. I will now ask all members of the House Business Committee, Kainan and your team, to move to room 9 for a meeting. And the Deputy Speaker will go on with the statements. I had not given direction on the member for Moyale's statement. It's committed to the committee responsible and to bring a response in 2 weeks. This one.
Honorable members, we shall now go to statements, and we shall continue with a statement by the member for North Horr, Honorable Wario.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Orders 44(2)(c).
Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. Honorable Wario, you may proceed.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Orders 44(2)(c), I rise to request for a statement for the chairpersons of the Departmental Committee on Agriculture and Livestock and Departmental Committee on Regional Development regarding the perpetual drought crisis and resultant loss of lives and livelihoods in arid and semi-arid lands, and especially in Northern constituency. Honorable Speaker, Northern Kenya is largely arid and semi-arid lands, and as a result, it is highly susceptible to the vagaries of climate change and climate-induced disasters. During the recent drought, there were several lives lost due to unmitigated droughts and persistent famine in the region. Furthermore, the ASAL regions lost an estimated 2.6 million livestock, which the NDMA estimated to be worth 226 billion. It is worth noting that Northern constituency, spanning 39,000 square kilometers, 1.5 times size of Rwanda, is the largest constituency in Kenya and optimizes the challenges faced by the northern region. This area, highly susceptible to climate change and climate-induced disasters, has recently witnessed devastating losses. Communities lost over 90% of their livestock. Malnutrition rates rose to 3 times the global average. Thousands of the children drop out of school. Even with the recent normal rains, the population in North Horr still faces a life-threatening food crisis, with minimal and intermittent government support through relief foods. Despite the availability of vast land as the main factor of production and the ability to predict this weather condition and with the use of ICT-based technology, the government interventions have largely been reactive and short-term, perpetuating cycle of dependency. Honorable Speaker, the Northern Kenya Development Plan is a sustainable plan to cushion communities in the region from the adverse effects of the climate change and climate-induced disasters. Unfortunately, this plan is yet to be implemented to transition pastoralists and victims of climate disasters from dependency of relief food to long-term and sustainable livelihoods and food security interventions. Honorable Speaker, it is against this backdrop that I request a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Agriculture and Livestock and Regional Development on the following. 1. Plans on how the government intends to leverage on demonstrated capacity for transformative projects in technology, water, and large-scale infrastructure projects to prioritize food security and enhance dignity of the population in North Horr and the ASALs of Northern Kenya. B, an explanation on why the government allocates substantial resources for relief food annually, but minimal or no resources for specific, smart, measurable, and realistic food security programs in the ASAL of Kenya. A comprehensive report on all food security and drought resilience projects with its corresponding budgets by both government and donor-funded projects that have been implemented or are ongoing in Northern constituency and the ASALs of Northern Kenya. Reasons why ASAL regions of Kenya remain vulnerable to climate change effects despite numerous national plans, including a report on the implementation status of the Northern Kenya Development Plan. Finally, a detailed analysis of the audited impacts of initiatives aimed at cushioning Kenyans from the effects of the climate change, with a specific attention to northern region, including timelines for implementation of sustainable solutions. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. That falls under the which committee? Environment?
Committee of Agriculture and Livestock and Regional Development.
Honorable Mutunga, are you here? Do you have any response? Or do you want to say something about it?
Madam Speaker, we can promise to get a response in the next 2 weeks, soon after the recess.
Thank you. Honorable members, before we move to the next statements, yes, I will come to the questions. What I want to do is, before we continue with the statement, the answers to the statements, I will give you the opportunity. We'll go back to we are going to go to the statement. So you'll have an opportunity, Honorable Pukose. But before we proceed with the statements, allow me to reorder the order paper, and we will go to order